the story for today? What will they choose for us?
Well, if they're mean, they'll choose something really, really bad. If they're not mean, well, I don't know. Maybe they'll enjoy something else. But we have Stardust and the Neverending Story by Goth Princess 666.
Those.
Yep. So if anybody's been here since Operation Nina 2, you might remember we read Stardust and the Stardust Pokeball. That's what it was. Well, I read with, I believe it was Hushcho and Hawkeye. So this is another story from that author. We also have a story called Fate by Chaos the Immortal, which is Inuyasha, if anybody is familiar with that. And then we have something which is 12 chapters long, but I don't know if anybody really wants to do it since we are also doing Back to the Frollo at the moment. We are doing Marie by Impossible Dreams 2007. Is a Hunchback of Notre Dame fanfic.
A link to that one.
A link to this one? Alright.
That's the only one you haven't linked me.
Well, I didn't know if we'd really want to do that one, because Dave kind of said a no to it, but he also said if people wanted us to read it, he'd be up for reading it.
I see. Well, so far it seems like we got 2 votes for Stardust.
Alright. Going once. Going twice. And now we will be reading Stardust and the Neverending Story. Who would like to go first? Jigs? First or second?
Okay.
I don't know why I said that like there's more than another person here.
I'll go first. I'll read the synopsis.
Alright, you want I guess we'll do it by chapters. There's 5 chapters.
Okay, so our synopsis.
Alright,
Stardust.
let me link to the story here in the chat.
I'll read the synopsis first. Stardust and the Neverending Story. It has Stardust in it being such a great goth. Sam as my other stories. No preps allowed. Simple Plan Rock. Ratted M like my previous stories that I don't want you to see material you shouldn't. Now complete.
So bad.
Alright, so I'm gonna read the first chapter then. Stardust and the Neverending Story. Wait. Stardust and the Neverending Story. Star. I came out of my dormitory and went downstairs with Harry. Hey, Stardust, Harry said, I have a book to show you.
I have a book.
We went back. A book.
He has a chicken! He's got a chicken! He captured a tour chick!
Chick nuggets tonight.
I think that happened in one story, or maybe that was a different author.
Back upstairs, and he showed me the book. So they just went downstairs to say I have a book.
Yeah, hey, I got this book. Come back upstairs with me and look at this book. It's not like I should get it and take it with me.
It had a gothic front cover. It looked extremely dark. A.N. If you don't know what a goth is, you must be some kind of prep. Get out of here now.
Because if you don't know what a goth, not a goth, but a goth is, obviously you should fuck off and die, I guess. Fuck you.
Open it, Harry asked, and as we penned it, a black light shot out at us. Wait, but black is the absence of light, so how did that work? And suddenly we were zapped inside the book. I looked around. It was some strange place. Not a strange place, but a strange one. Harry was sitting up next to me. What is this? Asked Harry. Suddenly, a child came up to us. Name is Empress Moonchild, she said. And she walked up to us. You are very impotent. You have been brought to bring the balance together.
Wait, you're so... They're impotent in this universe. Yet they're here to bring balance, but they're impotent. So do they already have somebody who is very potent? And now they just have to have the weenie to balance everything out. They just gotta have the sucky person. You know, that friend in every circle that you don't really talk about, but you just kind of have there because you want to be nice.
She was such a prep. You pep-er-s. You prep. I shout the and pushed her down in the mud. Oh no, she yelled, I got mud all over my good Gucci handbag.
Why do they have Gucci in the Neverending world?
I laughed loudly and pushed her in the mud again, stupid prep.
What a dick!
We love to, and suddenly, and of course this has to happen in the grass.
Why? You dicks, and so why are you having sex right there? That makes no sense. Like, that would be the last thing on my mind is, oh, we're in this strange place. There's this weird person calling themselves a Moonchild. Why the hell do they have a Gucci purse? That doesn't make a lot of sense, but okay, whatever. How the hell do I get out of here?
And there's a thingy and a you know what, and you know what they did. Because I'm gonna say it. If you don't know what... And if you don't know what it is, you shouldn't be reading this, so leave, please.
I don't think you should be writing this if you can't actually use real terminology for what those parts are and what they're doing.
Empress stood up and saw she couldn't get the mud off herself, so she committed genocide.
She killed everybody. She was the nothing. She was the nothing in that story. That's what happened. Everything got consumed, and that's why you had to rename her. I just spoiled that whole shit for you. I'm sorry, Jigglies.
I'm probably not gonna watch it anyway, so... so I don't care about spoilers. So, in response to being pushed in the mud and having her Gucci handbag ruined, she's just gonna destroy the world.
Yes, she became nothing.
We laughed, but then, in the distances, we saw preps.
Oh god, no, not preps.
Or AN. So what do you think so far, guys? Your comments really make help a lot. Smiley face.
Make help a lot. Chapter 2. We look at the preps coming at us in the distance. Al wearing pink and shouting prep things. Like, what's a prep thing?
These nails are so Gucci.
At least that would be something. I mean, I would start expecting Valley Girls to come out, which I don't think I can currently do my Valley Girl voice with how my throat is.
Like, oh my gosh, these nails are so Gucci.
Oh my god, look at those nails. They are so pink. I don't know.
Oh girl, I got this handbag and it was 50% off.
No, that I think that preps would actually shame you for that.
See, this is what I didn't live in these hierarchies.
I didn't either. I didn't give a shit. I was the kid everybody made fun of. So.
Here, let me see. What's a brand name of what's a brand preps look like? Check out this top. I got it Forever 21 or something.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. We both got our one is out in a final stand for Gothism, which is not how shit works. I zapped up the mud from the floor and threw it at the preps. The preps were suddenly all covered in mud. The preps all kept coming at us, but when they saw the mud, they all committed genocide, like the Empress did. They also became nothing.
How do you commit genocide on something that doesn't exist? If she did it first, then who's left?
True.
I know, like if the
well,
press
see, that's
there,
why
then,
they had to rename her. So then I guess she became a person again, and then Stardust and Harry did this mess, and so then those people that came back became the nothing, and then started destroying the land again. I guess that's the only logic. We laughed at the preps. So shallow. Only caring for appearances, so says the author, as if they were somehow more majestic and experienced and mature than everyone else.
As if we don't get this constant descriptions of people's clothing in these kind of stories.
Yeah. You know, I said, for a book with such a gothly cover, it really isn't that gothly at all. It's full of preps. Harry laughed at my comment, and we ran off together. A signpost read, as in the color, the Desert of Colors, which I don't remember if that was actually a thing in the movie or not. It's been a while since I watched it.
Kind of cool, though.
We stepped into the Desert of Colors, but we didn't see gothing. Get it? Instead of nothing, cause I'm gothic. You're stupid.
I'm so glad that this is what I walked in on.
The Hork has been summoned.
The Hork?
The Hork, I don't know.
Hi, Hawk. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm Hawkeye.
We stepped onto the desert, and suddenly the desert turned bulk. It must have detected us goths. How does it do this? Is it sentient? Were you aware that it was sentient? What makes the correlation of it turning black to you being gothic?
Oh gosh, I feel the high heel boots. It's like, oh.
We ran onto the desert, which I don't know how you did that since you're already in the desert, and laughed as the prep trees become gothic dark trees. The prep trees. Trees made of preps. So a bunch of people who you would be considered prep just got together and formed trees. So there's these humanoid trees just hanging out in the desert.
Or maybe they bear preps as fruit.
That's weird, but okay. I'll take it.
Well, yeah, I know.
We raced around in the dark forest, which
You're in
is
a
a desert, not a forest. Unless it suddenly became a forest. But, ellipses, in the middle of our desert, we saw a shop. A prep shop. No matter how hard we throws, the prep shop remained. So we went into the shop to teach it a lesson it'll never forget. Because the shop is a sentient thing that you can punish. Author's note. Oh no. So speaking of preps, if you're a prep, don't leave a comment.
We went inside. Get it? Because I'm a goth and I like death.
Oh, ins die.
Oh, okay. Har har.
Yeah, cute.
Shop. And suddenly we were getting stared at by all preps. Every single one of them in the world. The pink, a prep lol, everywhere on the floor. Harry looked at me sadly.
Then why don't you leave? You don't have to be here.
Right?
It's gotta teach it a lesson, guys.
Who gives a fuck? Just leave. Go to a golf shop.
I guess they don't want. I guess they don't want.
Whoa, what was that?
Question. That wasn't for me.
Okay. We locked up and saw all prep cloths. We didn't leak this white. I pulled out my wand and Harry pulled out his. I really hope that's not a metaphor.
It might be.
We zapped at the cloths to turn them into vampire caps and witch hats, but the zaps didn't work. Preps laughed all around us. I felt humiliated, as well you should.
They didn't work.
Oh yeah, it didn't rock. I don't even catch all of these misspellings, there are so many. The laughing was such an irritating noise. Then I turned to Harry. I'm going to try and mac my dragon again, I said. Hey, leave me out of this.
Well, it's not going to be you. It's going to be something really stupid that she thinks is cool.
It's your evil twin.
Okay, because I'm stupid that nobody thinks is cool, so there's that. Then I turned to Harry. I'm going to try to make my dragon again. I tried to zap my dragon out of my wand, but nothing happened. I couldn't hear... Oh, happened. Wow. I couldn't hear my dragon roar, but it couldn't come out of the wand. Oh no! Well, yeah, think of the size differential there.
Oh my.
Suddenly, the preps all grabbed us and started to put spray paint on us that was pink.
Why would
Yeah,
they use
because
spray?
the fact that the color is pink is the worst part of this scenario. Imperial, I should, but it didn't work. Suddenly, my wand fell out of my hand and scattered along the floor. The floor is not spelled right. The preps were all around us now, and my wand was on the floor nearby me. Harry tried to punch some of them off, but there were so many of them. I locked up and saw owl preps flying in the sky. They had prep packs on.
What?
It's like a jetpack, only all pink and preppy, and they flew around us. Harry tried to zap them with his wand, but it didn't work either one! Exclamation point. I died. I looked sadly. No, what would we do? There's note. I leafed it on a cliffhanger again. Ain't I terrible? Yes. For so many reasons, yes.
Suddenly, the preps talk us into a cag. The cage was huge and metal, like some of the golf music I listened to.
Ugh.
Harry looked at me sadly. Just then we had an idea, I didn't just do the thing again in the cage.
Why?
Because the cage is the best place to do it.
Do I need to read this for you, Jigs, or is it okay?
If you want to.
Okay.
You can.
Alright. We started to screw sexily in the cage.
Make judgments. The preps were discooted because they were all sheltered preps and startled to run away.
Because, preps don't ever make mistakes like having sex when they're teenagers and getting pregnant. Or not using contraceptives. That's the word I'm looking for.
I laughed enthusiastically. I retched from my wand.
When did you swallow it?
She ate the pieces.
Also, I don't want to hold that in my hand. That'd be gross.
What was nearby and tried to zap the cage. No use. So me and Harry started jumping up and down in the cage. Suddenly the cage fell apart. That's because stupid preps can't building nothing.
Then why did you idiots
get
caught?
In a floating cage? We fell all about on the floor. We got up and started to rip down the prep clothes that hung up in the shop, and we ran about destroying the prep things, which you could have done when you got there, but I guess you couldn't.
Unnecessary
All of a sudden,
drama.
the prep says that their claws were destroyed and committed genocide.
Genocide?
We laughed, but suddenly the shop started to shake. Up and went outside into our dark and grey forest. The shop shook, and suddenly it was a golf shop. We high-fived each other. It was a victory. We walked off into the shop, and all the golf cloths hanged up. We tried some on. We lagged and ran about in the shop. It was a gothic paradise. A.N. OMG. Thank God, them preps are gone. Stupid preps. Don't reply if you're a prep. Please leave nice reviews. I'm still quite new at writing.
No. That's my answer to a lot of things. Just no. Suddenly, in Chapter 5, we glue a brightly light. We put our wands back in our pocket. A figure went into the shadows that I guess we saw, even though we didn't say we saw it. My name is Bastian, it said, because now it's talking to us instead of going into shadows. I guess it just came up to you. And you have freed our world from preps. Were the preps themselves the nothing? I don't know.
Apparently.
What are your noms? Stardust, I said, and Harry, said Harry. We, said Bastian, shall never forget you in the fight for Gothism. We smiled as we zoomed out of the book. We were back in our dormitory, holding the never-ending story in our hands. That was so freaking cool, I shouted happily. Totally, shouted Harry. We put the book in my bag for safekeeping. I mean, we couldn't have any preps or something get at it, 'cause that would be bad. No, it would probably be a massive improvement over to whatever this whole thing was. And
Probably.
And in the never-ending story of Fantasia, we are remembered to this very day. I like to mock my mark on author please? I don't know. It feels so good to do everything right. Author's note. So how do you like it, guys? It's my first time doing a crossover before. Oh, I guess it was, because I'm like, oh, well, we have Me Against the World 2, and then the Stardust, the Neverending Story. So with that, I think we have done every single Gothic Princess 666 story. Which I'm not sure I should be proud of accomplishing of. But it is a thing.
And you saw, you conquered.
And then...
Right.
Yeah. And I lost many, many brain cells.
Yeah.
To the mind to make up for it.